Most unsuccessful people blame their failures on bad luck. Meanwhile, the top 1% of achievers are using a hidden system to manufacture their quote-unquote good luck. Let me show you what they know that you might not yet, that is, until today. So let's just say it's lucky that you showed up here today, or is it luck? Let me tell you about two different guys that I know. Both started companies the same year, in the same industry, both with similar resources. 5 years later, one is crushing it at $50 million in revenue, the other, belly up, bankrupt. The successful one, everybody says he's lucky. The bankrupt one blames his failure on bad luck. Supply chain disruption, some state regulatory change, or something or other. Funny though, the other guy was subject to the same bad luck, but now his family only stays in 5-star suites while on vacation. Here's what most don't see. What looks like quote-unquote luck is actually a system. I discovered this recently at a private dinner party. A top venture capitalist told me about a book that he discovered that was written in the late 1970s, and it's called Chase, Chance, and Creativity by a neurologist named James H. Austin. In it, Austin describes the 4 types of luck. I'll explain the 4 types to you here, okay? Type number 1 is blind luck. This is pure randomness. That's lottery winners. That's when lightning strikes, okay? You cannot control or influence this one. But here's the deal. It only accounts for a very little percentage of anybody's chance at success. The remaining percentage, well, that's where it gets interesting. Type 2, motion luck. This is what happens when you are persistently curious, willing to experiment and explore, and you're in constant motion. The lucky strategic partnership because you pitched 100 potential allies. The lucky product breakthrough because you tested 50 different versions. The lucky viral marketing campaign because you launched 30 different experiments. The lucky breakthrough hire because you interviewed 200 candidates. The lucky media covers because you pitched 80 journalists. The lucky influential customer testimonial because you obsessed over 1,000 customers. Here's what most people miss. Luck loves volume and speed. Type 3, awareness luck. And this is where it gets good. Most people see a problem, the lucky ones see an opportunity. Let me give you some examples, okay? When the banking system crashed in 2008, most people panicked, but Square saw millions needing a new payment solution and exploded onto the scene, and they went from zero to now being worth over $40 billion in the financial market. When inflation hit record highs, most businesses raised prices. Costco loudly and publicly kept their hot dogs at $1.50 and added 7 million new members and hit record profits. When supply chains broke down, most manufacturers waited it out. But Foxconn saw the writing on the wall, invested $10 billion in Mexican factories, and became the go-to for nearshoring. But here's what's fascinating. These companies weren't quote-unquote lucky, they were paying attention. While others were frozen in fear, they were asking better questions. What do people need right now? What problems just got created? Where did value shift to? This is why when COVID hit, most saw disaster. Zoom saw 300 million people suddenly needing their solution. Most saw lockdowns. Peloton saw millions of gyms worth of opportunity. Most saw restaurants closing. DoorDash saw food delivery as a revolution. They weren't lucky, they were ready. And they were ready because they developed their opportunity sight. And then type number 4, magnetic luck. This is the big one. This is when you become so good, you built a reputation so strong that luck starts chasing you. Think SpaceX or Nvidia or Apple or Amazon. Think Buffett, Branson, or Sam Altman. They don't find opportunities. Now, because of all of what they've done to this point, opportunities find them. But here's what nobody tells you. These 4 types of luck form a success ladder. And most people never make it past the first rung. Why? Because they sit around waiting for blind luck to strike. Meanwhile, the real players are climbing the ladder. So, you want to know how to get lucky? Yeah, sounds fun, right? Okay, let me show you how. Step number 1, activate motion luck. Here's your first assignment. Double your activity rate. Whatever it is that you're doing now to pursue opportunities, multiply it by at least 2. 10 calls become 20, 5 meetings become 10, 3 proposals become 6. But Darren, you say, I don't have time for that. Really? Well, let's do some math here. The average Netflix user watches 3.2 hours per day. That's 23 hours a week of opportunity wasted. And I won't even make you cringe by adding up all the wasted time spent on social media apps and games and news bluster. But hey, your choice. Step number 2, sharpen awareness luck. This one's crucial. Every morning for the next 7 days, ask yourself one question. What's changing in my industry that everybody else sees as a problem? Then ask, how could this be an opportunity? Write down 3 answers every single day. Will they all be winners? Of course not. But here's what I know for sure. The person who sees 21 new opportunities a week will beat the person who sees 2 every single time. And then step number 3, build magnetic luck. This is where most people go wrong. They try to be good at everything instead of exceptional at one thing. Pick your lane. Go deeper than anybody else. Become distinctive and undeniable. Here's the magic formula. Expertise plus uniqueness equals magnetic luck. Let me prove it. Remember that quote unquote lucky CEO, the $50 million one? Well, here's what she actually did. Month 1 through 3, attended 90 industry events, had 100 plus coffee meetings, studied and did a detailed analysis on 50 plus competitors. Month 4 through 6, identified 3 industry problems, developed 1 unique solution, tested it 100 different ways. Month 7 through 12, mastered 1 specific niche, became the de facto expert in it, publicized it, and let opportunities chase her. And guess what? Yeah, luck started flowing her way. But here's what everybody missed. She climbed the luck ladder, 1 deliberate step at a time. So, now it's your turn. For the next 30 days, double your activity rate. Log 3 new potential opportunities daily. Master 1 specific skill. And remember this, luck isn't a gift, it's a skill. And like any skill, you either develop it or you don't. The great news is you get to decide. Thus, be the one who basks in its victory or suffers in defeat and despondency. A year from now, you could be the one everybody calls lucky. And when they do, just respond between your sips of champagne. Yeah, I'm so lucky. #blessed or whatever. But you and I will know better. It's because you got good at getting lucky.